Continuing where I left off, these words were barely uttered when it seemed of a sudden everything shook. Door sills and laurel, the whole ridge round us quaking, and the cauldron sang low from the sanctum, now thrown open. We pitched down prone, and a voice rang in our ears. Tough sons of Dardanus, the self-same land that bore you from your primal parent stock, will take you to her fertile breast again. Look for your mother of old, Aeneas' house. In her will rule the world's shores down the years, through generations of his children's children. So rang the god's voice. Then our voices rose in tumult, jubilant. But everyone inquired what and where that place could be, to which the god summoned us wanderers, and called it a return. Soon then my father, calling up memories of ancient men, spoke out. Sirs, listen to me, and be clear as to your hopes. Mid-sea, great Jove's great island, Crete, lies southward. There's Mount Ida, there the cradle of our people. Cretans hold 100 cities, fertile and wide domains. From there, if I recall it well, our first forefather, Teucrus, sailed to the coast around Point Rotium and chose it for his kingdom. As yet no Ulium understood, no citadel. The settlers lived in lowlands, river valleys. There was the origin of Mount Cybelus, mother goddess, with her corybantes, brazen ringing cups, her grove on Ida. There were her mysteries, devoutly kept, and the yoked lions of Our Lady's car. Come then, we'll follow where the gods command, court favor of the winds, and lay our course. For Cenosis country, no long sail. Let Jupiter fill our canvas, and we beach on Crete at sunrise the third day. His counsel given, he slaughtered ritual beast upon the altars, a bull to Neptune, and a bull to thee, calmly Apollo, to the god of storm, a black ram and a white one to the Zephyrs. Rumor now flew about the Crate's great captain, Idometus, had left his father's kingdom, driven away, so there were lands abandoned, free of our enemies, and homes on Crete awaiting settlers. Out from Ortygia's cove, we spread our wings to fly over the sea, past Naxos and the Maenad heights, then past Danaus' greenery, Oleros and snow-white rifts of Paros, all the Cyclades, that stud, that reach of sea. We sailed along through channels between shore on foaming shore, as men vied at ship handling, shouting out and cheering one another, on to Crete, on to our ancestors. And from astern the wind blew, freshening to chase us on. At last we ran into the ancient land of the Crotets. I could barely wait to build our hoped-for city walls, to be called Pergamum, I said. I urged the people, who loved the name, to love their newfound hearths, and raise a citadel above the town. Our ships were not long cradled on dry land, our men not long engaged in marriages, or sowing the new fields, while I gave out homesteads and laws, when, without warning, plague out of infected air to sap our bodies came on us, pitiable to see, and came to blight our trees and crops, a year of death. People relinquished it their sweet lives or dragged it their wasted bodies on. The dog star burned our green plantations barren, and our grassland withered. Sickly stalks denied us food. Again to Delos, Origo, and Phoebus. Father pressed me back on our sea track to beg again the favor of the god. What end would he afford our weariness? Where might we turn for help? Where set our course? Night deepened, sleep on earth held living things. But now the sacred images of the gods, the Phrygians, hearth gods I had brought with me from Troy out of the fire, seem to stand before me where I laid in sleep. I saw them plain in the pure light cast by the full moon, edging its way into unshuttered windows. Then it seemed they spoke to comfort me with these words. All Apollo would have told you, Delos regained. He will deliver here. See how he sends us here of his own will, into your room. We are the gods who came along with you and joined your cause when Troy went down in flames. We are the gods who crossed the deep sea swell into ships at your command. And we are those who will exalt your sons to starry heaven and give your town dominion. You must prepare great walls for a great race. Keep up the long toil of your flight. Your settlement must be changed. This coat is not the one Apollo of Delos urged you toward, nor did he bid you stay on Crete. There is a country, Hesperia, as the Greeks have named it, ancient, full of manpower in war and fruitful earth. Oentrians lived there once. Then by report, new generations called it Italy after their leader. Our true home is there. Dardanus came from there, and Iasus, forefathers of our people. Up with you, be glad, and tell your father, full of years, what has been said here, with no room for doubt. Look for Corythus and Aeosunian country. Lands under dictate Jupiter denies you. Breathless with awe at these appearances, at the divine voice, and all this no dream. No, for I saw them, large as life, before me, the veiled heads and the faces near at hand. So cold, sweat soaked me head to foot. I tore myself from bed. I lifted it up, my hands and voice to heaven. Then I poured pure offerings at the fire. These rites performed to my satisfaction. I recounted all that strange event in sequence to Anchises. He saw the ambiguity of the two ancestral lines, the double parentage, his late-born era about ancient places. Then he said, Son, pitted as you are against the fates of Ilium, Cassandra alone made such a prophecy to me. I call it back now, how she would foretell the future for our people, saying often, Hesperia and the realm of Italy. But who could think the Trojans would migrate to evening lands, or whom they could Cassandra move by foresight? We should yield to Phoebus, taking a better course as we are shown. With this, we were all happy to comply. We soon abandoned the new colony, leaving few souls behind, and making sail in the decked ships we took to the waste sea. And I'm going to leave it off there. Thank you for following. If you like it, give it a thumbs up or comment down below. And if you don't like it, also, or make any comments. And thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.